Hi, everyone. This is Samantha Rowe from SADA, and we're thrilled to welcome you to today's live stream webinar, where you will once again meet the experts. Today, we have a very special guest, LumApps, who will discuss their essentials for business agility and continuity. At SADA, we design these weekly sessions to provide you with our deep expertise as we all work together in our remote environments, because there's always something we can learn using our collaboration tools in our daily lives. This series, called Sweet Bits, showcases our incredible SADA experts. Today, we will be hearing from one of our third-party product partners, LumApps. LumApps offers companies a centralized communication portal and intranet solution. Especially in these times of working from home, companies need more ways to communicate with their employees. We thought showing LumApps was particularly pertinent today. You can submit your questions to today's presenter at any point by clicking the link in the description below and typing your questions. We'll get to them at the end of the presentation. These recordings will be available following the live stream on a remote workforce hub known as Cloud Quarters, a new section of our website complete with a growing collection of productivity and collaboration resources just for you. I will talk about it more at the end of the session. I would now like to introduce our expert for today's session, Julian Jurian, Strategic Partnerships Director at LumApps. Take it away, Julian.
Thank you very much, Samantha, and thank you for hosting us today for Sweet Bits. So this is a great series that I am following since the beginning, and I'm very glad that LumApps is part of it this week. So I'm going to share my screen now. All right, so once again, I am Julian Jurian, Strategic Partnership Director at LumApps. So just a few words about LumApps. So we are a software company that has built an employee communication platform. So today we have a global presence with offices in all continents. And we serve today around 4 million employees worldwide, clients from every size and from every industry. So we are also partnering with the best in the industry. So we have a very strong and long-term relationship with Google. Our product is built on Google Cloud Platform, GCP, and we integrate as well and align with the roadmap of the Google Collaboration Suite, which is G Suite. We partner, of course, with SADA. That for us is great for us and our customers because SADA brings the best of both worlds with their leadership expertise on the Google products, as well as their expertise in implementing and consulting around LumApps. So today, I'm going to walk you through how LumApps can help you as an organization and help your employees navigate and work through this new normal that we are all experiencing today. So today, with large workforces forced to work remotely, there is new ways of collaboration that are emerging, as well as new needs from employees in terms of communication from their employers, in terms of transparency, as well as in terms of access to the information. So in this new normal, there is, of course, different challenges that you are all facing, but some key challenges that a great technology like LumApps can help you with is around business continuity first. So making sure that employees feel well so that they can work properly, making sure that they have the tools to help them continue their work, that they find the information that they need, and that they know who to contact for help, for expertise, and so on and so forth. So this is the role of the organization to make sure that employees have everything they need for a minimum of business disruption. And we will show you how LumApps actually can help you for this. Then the second main challenge that we have identified is activity ramp up. So many companies have experienced disruption in their workforce, maybe furlough, maybe laid off. So here we will see how the technology help reduce the disruption time so that you can have a quicker recovery for your business and making sure that your employees can ramp up activities and that you can get back to where you were before the crisis and even do better moving forward. So to help you respond with these challenges, so LumApps is a communication platform that is totally customizable depending on your needs, but we have structured the platform to focus actually on answering to these challenges with a minimum of effort in terms of implementation, in terms of change management for your users. So without more talk, I will move into the platform to show you actually what we have packaged to answer these needs for you. So let me move into my demo. All right. So first, if you are using G Suite already, so LumApps is integrated into your G Suite environment. So you can see here, and it's accessible, of course, from your collaboration suite. And then when you are inside of LumApps, from this waffle, it's easy for your employees to quickly also have access to the other collaboration application that they are using. So here, this is the homepage of this LumApps platform. So as a company, it is very important that you provide accessibility and that you are reaching all employees to offer possibilities of engagement for your employees, whatever their region is, whatever their language is, whatever their position, and whether they are working from an office or are a frontline worker. And this is what we will see together today. So this is made easy with our homepage. So for example, here, you can find at the top of this homepage a carousel where you will be able to publish top-down communication. So usually this is communications that come from HR, that come from communication department, as well as executive. At the top, you might see, so we have put a banner at the top that can be customized so that you can include specific key alerts or specific key messages that can be available to all of your employees. Then here in this homepage, we have also, as you can see, some key contacts that are available. So this can be key when working remote to know where to find people when I need it the most as an employee. So this key contacts, for example, are linked with your employee directory. And you can see here, so for example, information about Joanna, about Jasmine in human resources. And if I click in more information here, I will have more information about Jasmine, her email address, her phone number, who is on her team, and so on and so forth. You can start, why not, a hangout with Jasmine from here, or an email, and so on and so forth. So all of this is linked with your company directory. Then, when I go down, you will find, as an employee, the last posts from communities that you belong to. So I will come back a little bit later in this concept of community. Then after, you can find, for example, a dashboard of business application or external link that are important for me as an employee. A job board, for example, with all of the internal job available. And then in the bottom, I have all of the last news that I have subscribed or that I need to access to as an employee. And you can actually search and filter this news based on type of content, based on which department has actually published this news, based on the author, and so on and so forth. So all of these contents that you see here in the homepage are using what we call widgets. And of course, the layout, the type of content can be customized based on what you need. So we provide with SADA system this template, and then you can customize it on your own or with the guidance of SADA. So as you can see, LumApps is designed as a centralized portal, which makes it easy to see and to access the information an employee is looking for. So, and this is big. Studies mention that complex environments where information takes time to be found create frustration for employees and have a direct impact on their engagement. So also having a centralized portal for all knowledge of your organization can reduce search time, and at the end, of course, it increases productivity and efficiency for your employees. So outside of this homepage, so you can also have specific area to post important information. So for example, you can have a leadership corner. And on this leadership corner, so C-level will be able to post their own information a little bit as a blog, and you can see it here. You can have as well a town hall. So for example, here in this template, we have a live stream update section where you can post town halls. So for example, having a hangout accessible to all employees, and where employees can also watch the previous town halls that were recorded, etc., etc. So you can link that, of course, with survey, with question answer, and so on and so forth. So, and something very important is wherever your employees are, alerts and notification can be sent for important information through email or through our mobile application. So we have a mobile application where we can actually notify employees when there is important news posted by the CEO, for example, when there is an alert, and so on and so on. So now let me go into the concept of communities that you can find here at the top of my screen. So during this period, giving the voice to the employees can help them, can keep them engaged. So this is why we are providing communities that promote team and department collaboration. So in this package, we have put together a few communities, and of course, you can add, remove them according to your needs and your specific business needs. So few ideas. So for example, why not having an innovation corner community? This period can be the opportunity for organizations to reinvent themselves, open ideas to all employees in the organization or to specific departments, and build a kind of incubator that can ultimately turn into projects. So here you see, for example, this innovation corner community where I will have ideas that has been posted by different employees, and then I have the possibility to vote for an idea. I have the possibility to comment, to share it to another community, and so on and so forth. In the community area, we have put, for example, as well, communities related to this specific crisis. So having a remote working best practice community can help your employees getting tips on how to work in this period. You can have a employee support community, and so on and so forth. And all of these communities that promote exchange, that promote collaboration, can include other collaboration tools that you want. So you can add, for example, a Google Drive repository, you can add a Google Calendar, and so on and so forth. So employee engagement also goes with employee well-being and improving company culture. So you can use this intranet to promote potential recognition programs that you have in place within your organization or that you want to put in place. And you see it here through this community. So you can promote your own employee recognition programs. Then you can see as an employee all of the kudos that are being made by coworkers and so on and so forth. So all of this can actually help employee well-being, employee health, and importantly, so employee engagement. And finally, so the last thing I wanted to show you into this demo is how LumApps can help you to speed your activity ramp up. So, for example, here in this intranet, we have an onboarding center where you will be able to provide guidance for returning employees if you had some furlough, or to onboard way quicker new employees that you are rehiring. And you can see it here. So, for example, as an employee, I will know very easily what I need to do in my first day, in my first week, in my first month. And of course, you can customize all of this. So meet a workplace buddy, update my signature, and so on and so forth. And if I go back to my previous screen, so I will also have access to other resources that are made available by my HR department. And why not using also communities and have a new employee community to help employees getting guided, raising their hands, asking questions, and so on and so forth. So you will find it here, for example, a few questions that are being posted by several employees on their first day, a Google Calendar with key elements, and so on and so forth. So this is it for the demo. So now I will go back to my presentation and get back to Samantha for the questions.
Great, thank you so much, Julian. That was really a great thing you guys built. I don't even know what to call it. So it looks like we have quite a few questions. So let's see. First question. It looks like the information on your site can be targeted by region or person. Can you get more granular with your targeting to, let's say, department?
Yes, so it's a good question. So all of the information available in the intranet is profile-based. So based on my region, based on my department, based on my position, I will see specific contents that are really targeted for me. So if you want to target information by department, if I am part of the purchase department, I will see information from the purchase department first. And then after, you will be able to have also specific communities just for the purchase department. And just to finish there, so if you are a global company with people speaking different languages as well, so as I said, information is profile-based, and we can have information available on the language of the employee.
Awesome. Let's see. Here's another question. Are there add-ons for an events calendar or for company information?
Everything that you see in the intranet is based on widgets that you add in a page and so on and so forth. And yes, we have widgets to embed a calendar so that you can see all of the events that are being organized, for example, by the HR department. And then after, you saw it in the demo. So we have, for example, this concept of town hall, where employees will be able to register through their calendar and then access the town hall through the specific LumApps page.
Okay, great. Can you embed files from G Suite into your site?
So same thing. Yes, we have widget for that, so that if you want to put, let's say, Google presentation inside of your page, so it will be accessible and visible directly from the LumApps page.
Awesome. Can I brand my LumApps site with different images for different user groups?
So what you saw, for example, on this package, so we have a pre-designed site, but then after you can customize the site to fit with the brand image of your organization. And if you are a company with different brands, different sub-companies, etc., so you can have a main site for all of the corporate information, and then after a sub-site with the brand image of the sub-companies.
Cool. What's the biggest innovation of LumApps over Google sites?
Really, few innovation are all of the profile-based information that you have in LumApps that help you to target really specifically based on the audience, the information that you want to provide to your employee. The multilingual, having a mix of top-down communication and collaboration communication. Google Site is more for working as a project, working in a specific department, but you don't really have the concept of top-down communication for the full organization. So yes, this is some of the main benefits that you can find with LumApps over Google Sites.
Is there a way to put a banner announcing COVID-19 related news or any other sort of news that needs to be shared quickly?
So this is what we are showing in the demo earlier. So you have at the top of the site, you can have a banner with important information that can redirect to specific page. You can also, we have a lot of customers that have created a specific section in their LumApps intranet related to COVID-19. So yes, you can really target and build section very visible to everyone regarding this news or other important news or alerts. And then again, we can do some push notifications. So for example, if your users will be using the LumApps application, then we can push notification to all employees when there is an important alert that is made available.
Great, and I think this is our last question that we've got. So does LumApps directory work with Google Groups?
Yes, absolutely. We can synchronize with Google Groups.
Great. Looks like that's all of it. Thank you so much, Julian.
Thank you,
and
Samantha.
thank you everyone else for joining the live stream webinar, Essentials for Business Agility and Continuity with our partner LumApps. Don't forget to check out our Remote Workforce Hub Cloud Quarters for our upcoming live streams and webinars. Again, this on-demand recording will be available on that page, on our Cloud Quarters page. And I just want to thank you all again for joining us today. Following today's live stream, you'll receive an email with a link to our new Cloud Quarters website, which will include a recording of this live stream video and other relevant information to help you maximize your productivity and collaboration in your remote working environment. We also will include a link to a survey where you can provide feedback or ask any additional questions. And if you have any suggestions for future live streams, we'd love to hear your ideas. On behalf of myself and the team at SADA and LumApps, thank you so much for joining us today, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.